Well, good, wonderful morning to everybody. It's a beautiful Tuesday, and we're here in Forest Hills, Texas, an outskirt of Fort Worth. We're heading home. We're going to be going straight up north, so we're heading towards Wichita, Kansas. We're going to make a stop at Buc-ee's. So join us on day 14. I took a break yesterday. Day 13 seemed unlucky. We traveled from Lubbock up here to Fort Worth, and I just didn't want to make any bad luck. So we skipped a day, but today, yes, I'm going to be recording, and it should be interesting. I'll have the camera on as we travel through Fort Worth and that congestion. So join me on the flip side as we travel up to Wichita, Kansas to stay the night, and then we're going to cut due west into Colorado. So again, epic Texas road trip is wrapping up. We're heading home. Looking forward to getting to Reno to spend a little bit of time relaxing. So join us on the flip side here at Tesla Northwest and EVs, and have a beautiful day. Okay, we are getting out of Forest Hills / Fort Worth, and we're gonna head to a Buc-ee's. We all want to check them out. They're supposed to be really cool truck stops. So there's one here, just about half an hour away in Fort Worth, actually, on the way out. We're gonna head up to Wichita and stay the night there. So we got about 2 charging stops, both of them in Oklahoma for now, and don't mind if she hit the camera. And it's fine. And we'll be using FSD throughout. Nicely done. It popped right in front of a car and got in the lane it wanted to. So we'll be using FSD throughout. I'll turn the camera on when we get closer to Fort Worth, because I think that might be interesting. The traffic could be pretty congested. But otherwise, I'm going to try and keep this video short, because the last one was 40 minutes. Like I said, I skipped yesterday. I didn't want bad luck for making a video on the 13th day of travel. And yeah, should be fun. We'll go into Colorado tomorrow, and then Wyoming, and then Nevada. So we are in FSD, and we are hopping on 20 using our robot car, and it's doing a pretty good job. I will tell you, Texas, it is like a murder-suicide pact around here. Maybe not the whole state, but if we get into Lubbock, oh my God, anybody doing FSD testing in Lubbock, Texas, Godspeed, God bless you, because it is insane. Like, you are just hauling ass everywhere. You're doing 55 in residential areas, not because you want to, but because you don't really have a choice. Come on, Amos, why don't you merge?
The 13-year-old is telling their parents how to drive because exits.
Merge, Amos. Ah. Okay, I took over. That was me letting the car drive, which I probably shouldn't do, and I'm gonna get over again. Okay. All right. Now we're back into the flow of things. We're gonna re-engage FSD. And there was a fail. I had to disengage because of...
Maybe it knew a shortcut.
It didn't want to merge, so that was lame. Okay, we're gonna roll on here, see how traffic does, see how the car does, and we will touch base with you again down the road. Into some freeway congestion in Fort Worth, and I thought I'd just turn the camera on and capture what we see here. Okay, this guy's gonna cut in, the car let him. That was nice. Yeah, I just, Lubbock was insane. The speeds, I don't mind the speeds, but like the speed, it's like 80 wherever you are at. It doesn't matter. Okay, the car wants to get over. Oh, they canceled it because it couldn't do it. Nice. I like how it...
express lane toll thing too.
I like how it changes its mind. Yeah, we don't want to get on that. Like it will, you know, if it decides it can't make a lane change, it turns it off and then says, okay, I'll try again later. All right. So we're making it through here okay, and it wants to get over again, and it is. Oh, what the hell, car? Whoa, fuck! Okay, I'm taking over.
Holy, we're dead.
I'm taking over. We didn't get hit, but fucking this traffic is, people are cutting around and flying up on you, and it's way, way too aggressive for my taste. So we are just gonna roll through here nice and easy, and be careful because people are freaking weird and crazy.
I mean, are they, or does the car not know what they're doing?
Well, I think the car was going to get over in that. No, I don't care if it's a faster lane. I don't quite know what the car was thinking. But the second part wasn't its fault. Somebody was coming into our lane. We were going back. We had our blinker on, so I don't know. That was weird. That's why we pay attention. Good little clip. Good way to get the heart going in the morning. And we don't got anybody behind us now. We probably scared them all. And it looks like all of this is due to a zipper. So we had our lane closure. No, I don't. Yeah, okay, now I'm gonna let it take its suggestion. We got a semi behind us, so I had lots of room to get over. This is what it wanted to do in the first place, I think, but it just was too wacky. Ooh, look at this wreck here. Oh no, that's not a wreck. It just looked like one. It's a piece of equipment. Whew, okay, well, we made it through congestion for the most part. That was a little bit hairy. Luckily, we didn't hit nothing. And nobody shot at us, because again, what's Texas? Texas is the #1 state for road rage shootings. So again, I'm trying to be real careful and not piss off the locals. All right, things are looking good. We got about 18 miles to Buc-ee's, and I don't want to make this a long ass video, so unless something cool comes up, we'll check back in with you when we get to the rest stop. The interstate, and we're about 2 miles from Buc-ee's. It is crazy around here. I mean, I'm going 80, 85, and I got truckers honking at me to merge. And it's like, well, my man, I am. It's like a murder-suicide pact around here. If you are not on your shit, they are gonna hit you, or honk at you, or maybe even shoot you, for all I know. I don't want to make it sound that bad. Nah, they won't shoot you, unless you really piss somebody off. But that's true just about everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna get away from this FedEx truck. That's good. Looks like we got a big old U-turn type thing we gotta do. We're gonna turn our speed down just a touch, although it might piss off the locals. Okay, and I don't know what the car is doing. I don't know why it did that. All right, we're taking over. That was really strange. Sorry, Quinn, did you spill anything?
Liquid.
Fucking car.
Who was it? That's my boss.
So this poor thing is
your boss.
is really, the car is really struggling with navigation around here. I don't know what is going on, but it is getting to be a bit too intense. So I don't quite know why it's being such a jerk. I think it knows where it's supposed to go, but then it loses its mind. Yeah, so this is a really bad start for the day. I'm pretty disappointed if this is gonna be FSD. I mean, it's not how you endear yourselves to the locals, and it's not how you prevent getting in a fucking accident.
I would take the car over for this U-turn.
Well, we'll see what happens. I probably should. Okay. Yeah. I want to be in this other lane. So I'm going to blinker over. That was an intervention. And there we go. And there it is. Okay. So at least we'll successfully make it to Buc-ee's.
Oh, Burger King.
Oh, there's a Burger King.
I know.
And we'll get a donut or something. Okay, so we need to get into our lane.
Amos or something.
And yeah, we want to be in this U-turn frontage road thing car. There you go. See, they have a lot of these like weird one-way turnaround things so that you can get back to the other side of the freeway. And people are just hauling ass everywhere, which is okay. I like to haul ass, but like they're like angry hauling ass. Okay, and here is our destination up here, and I'm gonna take over because we made it. So that was terrible, but we're here now, so that's what matters. We'll check back with you in a little bit. So we are inside Buc-ee's, and the scale is just enormous. I've never been in a convenience store this big before. I mean, just frickin' huge. They got 4 Slurpee machines and just all kinds of stuff. So you gotta stop at Buc-ee's if you are in Texas. Yeah, they got all kinds of food, sugared nuts. It is insane. This place is rad. Well, we made it here to Buc-ee's in Fort Worth. What an amazing store. I took you on the inside, and as you can see out here, there is just a pile of gas, and they don't want 18-wheelers at this one. This is just for the driving public. So really, really cool stop. Really suggest you stop at a Buc-ee's if you haven't before. They are awesome. So we're gonna get down the road and head to our first Supercharger. Well, we made it to Buc-ee's. I took you guys inside, showed you around outside. We got a nice white Tesla Model Y next to us. And now we're gonna head to Ardmore, Oklahoma. And I think Amos wants to get out of Texas. Nothing against it, love the state, but FSD and Texas do not mix. It is a potent combination for trouble. So, again, anybody testing FSD down here in Texas, more power to you, and I wish I had more time, patience, and energy, because I think it would make some really awesome videos, but we're going to go to Oklahoma, and I think we're going to get to areas where it's a little less congested, so anyway. We will check back in with you once we get down the road a little ways. I was hoping we'd see a turn, but this is pretty busy traffic. Oh, no, looks like we might get a light here. There we go, Amos. It's creeping, and I'm intervening there to get him to go because I don't want somebody to get mad at me. There we go, and now we're going to shoot across multiple lanes of traffic. While we accelerate, gotta slow down just a touch here. That was very Texas-like. And we're gonna work our way all the way over here to this lane. And hopefully this is the correct lineup for us to hop on the freeway. So that was a nice little bit of navigation through lanes. And here we are at another Texas red light. So we'll check back with you when we hop on the freeway. Thanks for joining us here at Tesla Northwest and EVs. Love it if you hit that like and subscribe. I'm trying to keep this video shorter today, I promise. We're going to be behind a motorcycle. Alright, I'm going to get over away from him, and we'll see if we do anything as we go by him. Some goofy traffic. The car definitely didn't like being behind him. It slowed down as soon as I got behind him. Good now. Sees him there. See if we give him a wide berth. No helmet laws in this state. That scares the hell out of me. I mean, why would you want your brain pan splattered all over the asphalt? Feel the wind in your hair, I guess. Now I'd like to, yeah, good job, Chevy. You go. No. Okay, we're getting behind him. And let's see what the car does. Instantly brakes. Very good. Doesn't want to have a lot of... Wants plenty of space between us and this motorcycle. The ego's not wavering all over the place, so that's good. But you notice how much space it's given us. Okay, well, interesting. At least it's not weaving all over the place like it was the other day. So there we go. This motorcycle is not bothering it too bad, but it's giving it lots of distance. Then there's a cop. Well, here we are. We're in beautiful Oklahoma. Just passing the welcome sign, so we made it safe and sound. Not going to say that I'm not happy to be out of Texas. I love the state. It's beautiful, but boy, it is a mess to drive in if you're not used to it. I'm sure once you're used to it, it's probably just great, but for me, it was kind of nerve-wracking. So hopefully we're here in the wide open spaces of this state, and we're going to just cut right across it north into Wichita. So we're going to get a charge here in about half an hour in Ardmore. So we'll check with you when we get there. There's some pretty views of, what is that, Thackerville, Oklahoma. So we're coming up on Thackerville. Really pretty in here, green, but very flat, right? Not a lot of hills, etc., etc., etc. So we're gonna keep on moving on here, and we'll catch up with you in a little bit. All right, we're rolling into Ardmore, Oklahoma, to get a supercharge. So we need to be moving over here in about 3/4 of a mile, and we'll see if the car starts to do that. Probably after this truck, and we're getting off on 31A. Looks like the supercharger's not too far off of the road. Oh good, yeah, it's braking and signaling because it knows it needs to get over. Good. I'll lower my speed to the speed limit. Wonderful. They got these great signs here in Oklahoma that says 75 miles per hour, zero tolerance, or no tolerance. And then meanwhile, everybody's passing me at 95. So kind of great. Okay, good. Good blinker. Getting off our route. We've got a vehicle behind us, so I may have to take over again in case it gets grumpy. Boy, a lot of grass. Beautiful. Really, really beautiful green area. Big clover leaf there off to our left. And yeah, we're just motoring through here. This is kind of a cool little thing. It's like almost reminds me like a bike trail back home with, the grass on both sides. All right, we've got to yield. Nobody's coming, and looks like we got to get prepped to make a left turn. So the car needs to be working its way over for a left. And I think it's wants to go, but this person blasted by us. I'm going to take over just because, and we want to go right here. I'm going to take my yellow, and we want to flip around like this. And then we need to get off on here. Oh shit, what am I doing? I want to get off here, I think. I don't know. Fucking A. Sorry, folks. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's okay. Let's look. You're just going to go do a big circle.
I'm going to make a big circle. Okay. So that's one of the problems with using FSD in areas you don't know, is the car isn't really great all the time, and neither am I. So looks like we're gonna.
It's down there. I see it.
Oh, good. We're gonna come. Oh, yeah, I do too. Okay, we're gonna come down here, get off, and go to it. We're just taking a ridiculous way. That's what I get for trying to let FSD do it. Oh well, it's all good. We get another chance to see it get off the freeway. Okay, good blinker. Hopefully none of the locals saw me do all that stupid stuff.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they did. They're all judging me really hard right now. Like, look at that dumb ass fucking West Coaster in his Tesla, not knowing what the hell he's doing. And that would be the truth. But as long as we're staying safe, that's what's important. I'm not quite sure what we're supposed to do here.
Go down.
Go straight through this light. Okay. Whew. Okay, I think we can find it now. Okay, on our own, folks. I appreciate you putting up with my dumbassery. So we might switch drivers, and it might be a little more smooth. I'll check in with you once this light turns green. So we are at the Ardmore, Oklahoma Supercharger, and as you can see, they have a 12-stall version 3 that isn't quite ready yet for the public, but it is getting ready. So they're going to have 12 stalls of a version 3 supercharging, and then if we walk to the back here, we can see we've got our 2-4 6-stall version 2 and a couple urban chargers for overflow. There's a restaurant called the Classic Interurban Grill. It's closed Mondays and Tuesdays. If you need to get some flooring while you charge, you can do that. We went over, there's a Freddy's Steak Burger just a little bit down the road. So everything's working good here in Ardmore, Oklahoma. Version 2 is working for us, and a version 3 coming online soon. Thanks, and have a wonderful day. Well, we're getting out of Ardmore. The car wanted a big fat charge, so we charged it up to 98%, and it thinks we're going to get into Perry, Oklahoma with about 10%. We got 154 miles to go, about 2 hours. So if anything cool happens, we will bring it to you, but otherwise, it looks like it's a pretty simple, straight shot for us to just go through this light and get back on 35 West. Nice. Went through the yellow, passing the trucker on the side of the road, and we've got these beautiful green pastures in front of us. I don't know, I'll reset it. It seems that it kind of loses its marbles when we change drivers for some reason, but I'll fix it. The navigation's still showing us going to the Ardmore, Oklahoma Charger, but we're already been there. So when Nicole and I switch, sometimes the profiles switch and the navigation acts a little weird. It's right down here, funky up here, so I'll fix it. So thanks for joining us. We're on the road again. We're heading down, I believe this is 35, and going north. So we'll check in a little while. We are approaching a oversized load up here, so I thought I'd turn the camera on just to see how the car does. Rolling through beautiful Oklahoma. It's not so much flat, it's like hilly. It goes up and down, but its billboards stick out like an SOB. You definitely notice them. But other than that, it's grassy and green and beautiful, lots of horses. Very interesting country. Never seen anything quite like it. It reminds me a little bit of Western Washington, but with no mountains.
At least the color.
Yeah, the color, yep. All right, so here comes our oversized load. So far, Amos has been doing great on the freeways, but was not happy navigating in Oklahoma or Texas. Very much a struggle with navigation. For all of us, I was struggling too. Okay, so what's gonna happen here? You're okay. Amos isn't too worried. He's not slamming on the brakes. And he's just moving right on by, not shimmy, not shake. Very confident, very nicely done. And that would freak out a lot of drivers. I mean, my wife was breathing a little hard, so very, very good. There you go. Here's Oklahoma. We've got, about an hour and 10 minutes till we get to our charger in Perry. After we left, I reset the trip meter and it wanted to go to Oklahoma City. And then I said, well, just take us to Perry. And we were going to get in with like 5%. My wife and I weren't quite comfortable with that, but as we've rolled, our efficiency's been good. The winds hasn't been down, and so now we're expected to get into Perry with 15%. The car recalculated a route to send us to a less busy supercharger because we got enough juice now. So last supercharge of the day, and then we'll head into Wichita and get into our hotel. So everyone have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us here at Tesla Northwest and EV. And I just love it if you would interact. Leave a comment, hit that like, give me a subscribe, whatever you want. We'll catch you on the flip side. Well, we are in Perry, Oklahoma. Ooh, some cops over there. Just about to pull up to our supercharger. So it is just here on the right. Looks like a 6-stall version 2, but it's at a Buc-ee's and a little restaurant. There's a Brahms ice cream and a McDonald's. So we'll get some charge and I'll give you a quick walk around and then we'll get down the road. Oh, this one's also got DC fast charging for CCS1 cars too. So very cool. All right, folks, we'll check in a little bit. Go down all the way to the end.
Yeah, all the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we made it here, as I said, to Perry, Oklahoma. We can see they've got a 6-stall version 2, so 150 kilowatt supercharger. Not terribly busy, quick off the freeway. It is at a Buc-ee's restaurant, Phillips 66 gas station. There's a Love's across the way. Here's for your ice cars, and then you can go inside, use their restrooms, get a drink. Hey, you got a McDonald's down the way and a Brahms ice cream. And as I said, they also have CCS1 charging here for I was going to say regular EVs, but they're all regular for non-Teslas. So this is a nice option, and I've noticed coming through Oklahoma that they have a lot of DC fast charging sprinkled everywhere, CCS1 style, just in kind of weird spots, like at churches and dealerships, etc. Well, some of them at truck stops, and they don't always work, but PlugShare tells you that's why it's a great app. So good supercharge, not the fastest thing in the world, but happy to be here. So we're going to head on down the road. We'll get to Wichita in a little bit, and we'll check you there. Catch you on the flip side. Okay, we're back on 64, headed up to Wichita. So we're charged up to, I charged us up to 75%. Amos thinks we'll get in with about 20, and our hotel is right next to the Wichita Supercharger. So I'm driving again. It's been really breezy, about 13-mile-an-hour gusts, and that's one thing I knew I was going to have to watch out for as far as my efficiency goes, is making sure you just keep an eye on the wind and what direction it is and how bad it's impacting us so that I can adjust my speeds as needed. But Tesla has an awesome graph here that helps you to stay on track and kind of tell you what to do as you go. And as always, I like to use the consumption screen. So right now we've got 129 miles in the tank, and I need to go 94. So we'll check in when we get closer down the road. Again, trying to keep this short. Been a good drive, and hopefully we can use FSD a little bit as it pulls us into our hotel. We'll talk to you in a little while. Catch you on the flip side. Well, I'm sure it was supposed to happen, and it did. We've got a flat tire right there, so I am waiting on a tow truck. We're sitting on the side of I-35 or 37, I don't remember now, waiting to get picked up. So yeah, kind of a shitty way to end the day. I'm gonna hop in the cab here and I will talk to you a little more. Yeah, so anyway, flat tire happened, it's 7 o'clock here Central Time. That happened about 2 hours and 15 minutes ago. So I've been sitting here on the side of 35 for, since, like 2.5 hours. Tesla service has been pretty great. It's a terrible spot to get stuck in. I'm right between Oklahoma and Kansas. There are no Tesla service centers in Kansas. So I'm getting the car towed into Wichita. It's a 55-mile tow to the tire shop. Our hotel is right next to it. The tow truck only has room for 2 passengers, and I've got 3. So not only did I have to get a tow truck, which should hopefully be here in about another hour, I had to find a cab in the middle of nowhere that could drive 55 miles off the side of the freeway into Wichita. Luckily I did. Best cab company in Oklahoma. Tom, Houston, you rock. He is currently taking my wife and my wife and beautiful daughter to our hotel, so they're safe and sound, and I am just waiting to get picked up. I got the tow hook on the front already, and I should have a tow truck in about an hour. So a couple things to be mindful of. I've been checking my tires constantly, making sure they were looking good. And just in about the last day, due to this temperature, they went quick. I got some cord showing on one side, and I'm pretty sure I hit a nail or something. I'm gonna replace both of them. I've only got 34,000 miles on the car, 35. The tires are warranted for 40 to 45,000, so anyway, a little disappointed about that in myself. I guess I should have just bought brand new tires before I left. Point number 2, if you're gonna get a flat tire, try not to have it happen in your Tesla in Oklahoma, right next to Kansas. There is not much going on. I got my fingers crossed that they'll be able to get me some 21-inch tires at the tire shop, but we'll see. So anyway, that's kind of what's happening now. I'll catch you a little bit as we load her onto the flatbed, and then that'll be a wrap for this video. I tried to miss the day 13 video for bad luck, and now day 14 is just biting me in the ass. So anyway, thanks folks. We'll talk to you soon. And there we have it. She's loaded, and we're gonna head off to Wichita. So great tow truck driver, Cord. Good way to end the night. We'll be getting out of here. momentarily, and I got some tires tomorrow. So